With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, the question is, show that there is no integer a such that a square minus 3a minus 19 is divisible by 289. Okay, so here first of all let's say let a square minus 3a minus 19 divided by 289 is equals to k. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to prove that k is not an integer. Why? Because it says that there is no integer a such that this equation will be divisible by this value. So as we have taken k as integer, we have to prove that k, it's not possible. That means we can say that we have to prove that k is not an integer. Okay, so we have to prove this one, but let's say let k is an integer. Okay, let k is an integer. Okay, now here if we cross multiply from here, it can be written as, from here you can write it as a square minus 3a minus 19 will be equals to 289k. Okay, so from here it can be written as a square minus 3a minus 19. If we take minus sign common, this value will be on this side, it will also have a minus sign, so it will be 19 plus 289k equals to 0. Okay, now if we compare this equation with the equation of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, then for this equation to have a rational solution, the discriminant, that means the discriminant value, let's say d, it is the value of b square minus 4ac. Okay, the discriminant value must be a perfect square. Okay, it has to be a square, it has to be a square value. Okay, so now from this we'll calculate the discriminant. Okay, so here if we compare this two equation, here we can see that in place of a, here is x, that means a and x are comparable. So here a has the coefficient of 1, so in this equation a is playing role of 1 in this in our actual equation. Okay, so from here you can write that here a is equals to 1, b is equals to what? B is equals to minus 3, and c is equals to, b is minus 3 and c is equals to what? C will be the value of minus 19 minus 289k. Okay, so according to this, the discriminant value, that means d, will be equals to what? Discriminant is b square minus 4ac, that means b square, that means it is minus 3 whole square minus 4 into a is what? 1 into c, that means minus 19 minus 289k. This is the value for what? This is the value for discriminant. Okay, so if we solve it, d will be equals to, it is 9 and here it is minus 4 into minus 19, that will be plus 19 into 4, which is 76. Okay, plus, that means this will be minus minus plus, and again minus into minus, this one is also minus plus 4 into 289, which is 11156k. Okay, this what has to be a perfect square. Okay, so if we add them, what we will find from here, it will be equals to 85 plus 1156k. It can be written as equals to, if we take 17 as a multiple, it will be 17 multiplied by this 85 can be written as 5 into 17 is 85, plus here it will be 68k. Okay, now so we have got that the d value is 17 multiplied by this value. Okay, but we know that d has to be a perfect square. For that perfect square, what we have to find, here we have 17, for it to be a square, this value, that means 5 plus 68k has to be a multiple of 7, or you can say, let's say this value is equals to 7n, where n is an integer. Okay, so from here it has to be a perfect square. So from here you can write, for perfect square, 5 plus 68k has to be a factor of 17, as we have 17 in front. Okay, 17 multiplied with this value, so it will be, let's say, let 5 plus 68k is equals to n, where n is what? N belongs to I, that means integer, n is integer. Okay, so from here we can find out that, or it will be, sorry, this has to be 17n. Okay, earlier we have said that it has to be 17 factor of 17, that means 17 has to be multiplied with this value. Okay, so keep it in mind, this will not be n, or it has to be a 17n. Okay, so from here what you can find, or from here if we change the side, it will be 17n minus 68k is equals to 5. Okay, so now we'll solve from here. So this was the last part. From here, if we take 17 common, it will be n minus 4k equals to 5. Okay. So, or if we want to find out the value of n minus 4k, this will be equals to what? 5 divided by 17. Okay. So here we can see that n is integer, k is also an integer. Okay. Earlier we have said that these two values are integer, but this value is not belong to integer. This is not an integer. This cannot be an integer. This will be a fraction. That means this equation does not satisfy. Okay. That means if it's not satisfied, that means d will not be a perfect square. Therefore, it implies that d is not a perfect square. As d is not a perfect square, the equation which is a square, which is a square minus 3a minus 19 plus 289k equals to 0 will not have a rational solution. Okay, so from here you can say that it will not have any rational solution. Any rational solution it will not have. As it will not get any rational solution, certainly you can say that a is not an integer. Okay, as a is not an integer, it proves that a is not possible, for which the equation a square minus 3a minus 19 will be divided by 289. Okay, so from this we can say that this will not have any rational solution, which means therefore a is not an integer. This is what we have to prove. We have to prove that there exists no a, that means a as an integer, for which the equation a square minus 3a minus 19 will be divisible by 289. So this is what you have to prove, and we have proved it. So this is a good solution for this question. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut App today.